Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is the case of the Wilsons.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Ms. Wilson, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, I would like an increase in my financial support.
Okay. And your financial support or support for your children?
Support for the children.
Okay. Mr. Wilson, please.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Don't be sorry, just don't do it, okay? Do not address her. I'm talking to her. You will have your opportunity to speak, okay?
Yes,
Thank
Your
you. Go ahead.
As I was saying, I'm already receiving child support, yes, but
Okay.
I would like an increase for our children.
Okay, how many children do you all have?
2.
And how much are you receiving at this time?
$1,500 a month.
$1,500 a month, okay. And you believe that you're warranted an increase? Like, did he come into some money that you know about?
As a matter of fact, he did.
Okay, how
He said he never touched the money, but the IRS sure did. And now he's on the hook for way more child support than he bargained for.
do you know?
His secretary kind of told me.
His secretary told you?
Yes.
Did she tell you something or did you ask her to look for you?
No, honestly, she just brought it to my attention.
Sounds like you need a new secretary. She's just telling your ex-wife all of your business?
I don't know what she's talking about.
It's his ex-lover.
Ex-lover, okay. We're not gonna get into all of that. That has nothing to do with this court.
Thank you.
Mr. Wilson, no, I don't need you to thank me, sir.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Okay, let's go. What is she talking about?
Well, I have an interest in an oil and gas, 2 oil and gas partnerships.
Okay.
But really, it's been a dud. We hadn't made any money until the last year we made some money.
What's some money?
I don't know how much the partnership made, but I received a $50,000.
Let me ask this question. When I ask a question, just answer it.
Yes, Your
I don't
Honor.
need all the extra.
Yes, Your Honor.
How much money are we talking about?
Well, the partnership itself made about $3 million.
$3 million?
But I
Okay.
received $50,000 distribution.
Now we're getting to it. You received
Well,
50?
I didn't receive $50,000. $50,000.
Did you come in my courtroom to play games? I'm
Yeah,
really
you're-
not here to play games with you.
No.
He does that a lot.
Your Honor, she's
Listen,
talking when I'm talking.
And I'll get to her in just a minute. Ma'am, I'll need you to save your comments until I return to you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Now you stop wasting my time. You received $50,000, correct?
No.
Okay, so tell me what's up with the $50,000?
Well, the partnership paid a debt of mine in the amount of $50,000.
Okay, so your partnership paid a debt of $50,000. What debt was that?
It was to the IRS.
Okay, all right.
Today's case brings us into a heated child support hearing between Miss Wilson and her ex. A criminal defense attorney with some extra cash hiding in plain sight. Miss Wilson wants more financial support for their 2 kids, and she's come prepared with insider info from his secretary. Yup, you read that right. The drama's already bubbling, and court hasn't even started yet. Things kick off when Miss Wilson explains she's already receiving $2,500 a month in child support, but believes it needs to go up. When the judge asks why, she drops a little bomb. His secretary told me he came into some money. Hold up. His secretary? Even the judge has to pause. Sounds like you need a new secretary. And you...
So you know that we could deem that as income, right? For
No,
purposes
Your
of
Honor.
calculating your child support.
But I didn't even receive. It didn't even touch my bank account.
It doesn't have to touch your bank account. Under Texas law, I could deem that $50,000 as income, although it's not income producing. What else? Where else you work?
Well, I'm an attorney,
Okay. What type of law do you practice?
criminal law.
Criminal law. All right. How much money you make there?
Well, it ebbs and flows.
Well, answer the question, Mr. Wilson.
I make about 80. I bring home about 80,000.
All right. Let me look at some documents you turned in here. According to your documents, your tax return last year was $72,000. That's about accurate?
That sounds about right.
Okay, so let me tell you what we're getting ready to do. That $50,000, that was the distribution, right? That's your testimony, right?
That
Your
went to the
tax returns
IRS.
are correct, right?
Well,
They
Are
are.
your tax returns correct or they incorrect? Is it as simple
according to my
yes or no?
CPA.
According to your CPA. Okay,
I
so
didn't prepare them.
according to that,
You know it's serious when the judge starts giving career advice. Now, Mr. Wilson, cool as a cucumber but clearly irritated, tries to downplay the whole thing. He admits he has a stake in an oil and gas partnership, but according to him, it's been a dud. That is, until last year. The judge presses, "How much money are we talking about?" After a few dodges, he finally confesses. The partnership made $3 million, and he got $50,000 out of it. He didn't receive the $50K directly. The partnership paid it to the IRS on his behalf. So he figures, hey, doesn't count, right? Spoiler alert, wrong. Under Texas law, if a debt is paid for you, that counts as income, even if it never hit your bank account. The judge doesn't even blink. We could deem that as income for purposes of calculating your child support. Boom! You can see the wind get knocked out of Mr. Wilson's sails.
I have your off doing the gross from the $50,000. That brings your gross to $42,000, $4,200, excuse me. The net of that is $3,510.58. And then, according to your tax return, you make $72,000 in your business, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. So that gross is $6,000, which brings that net to $4,779.38. Who covers health insurance for the children?
I do.
How much is health insurance?
$161.
$161. Let me just make sure. Is that what you're looking at in front of you? Okay, I'm just making sure. I have your document here. $161. You're going to be responsible for reimbursing that to her.
Thank you.
Yes, so.
Well, you don't have to thank me. I didn't do you a favor. That's just what the law says. Okay? So, adding your two net.
Then we get into the real numbers. His law practice made about $72,000 last year, which lines up with his tax returns. Add in the $50K distribution, and suddenly his monthly gross income is over $8,200. But guess what? He's not covering everything. Miss Wilson has been paying $161 a month for the kids' health insurance. So now he's responsible for reimbursing that too. Final child support amount, $2,233, $50 per month. That's a $733, $50 increase, courtesy of that little non-cash $50K he thought wouldn't matter. And just when you think it's over, Mr. Wilson tries to throw in a classic last-minute jab. I saw on her Instagram she goes on a lot of trips. I think that extra money's just funding vacations. Bro, Instagram is not admissible financial evidence, and the judge was not amused. She shut it down fast.
Resources together, I have $8,289.96. Reimbursement for the health insurance, prior to adding the reimbursement, it comes out to $2,072.50. Reimbursement of $161 gets you to $2,233.50 because your income did increase from the time that you all got a divorce.
Can I say something?
Can you ask me the question without wasting my time? Can you do that?
I saw on her Instagram that she goes on a lot of trips. I just think this extra money is going to go to these trips. I really don't think it's going to go to anything related.
That is not true.
Excuse me.
That is not true.
Excuse me.
You need to stop it.
Excuse me.
I can
Both
show
of
you
you
the
need to
Instagram.
stop it. Both
It's
of you need
Instagram.
to
It's
stop
fake.
it. Excuse me. When I talk, the two of you be quiet. Now I see why y'all got a divorce. Y'all cannot get along.
No, we
But
got a
listen
divorce
to
'cause he
this.
cheated.
No, let me tell you about
cheated.
this. I don't care if he cheated. I do not care about her Instagram. All I care about is the money that you've made to make sure that your children are taken care of. According to the documents that your CPA produced, your income went up. Therefore, your children are entitled to an increase. So, final child support amount, $2,233.50. Is there anything further from either of you?
No, ma'am. That'd be great.
Thank you. Anything further, Mr. Wilson?
I guess not, Your Honor.
Well, I guess you all are dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't care about her Instagram. I care about your children being taken care of. Can we get a round of applause for that bench slap? The court recalculates based on the true financial picture, and the judge doesn't let anyone waste her time. Mr. Wilson leaves owing nearly 50% more than he was paying before. Miss Wilson gets the increase. The judge gets the last word. And The courtroom gets a front row seat to one man learning the IRS doesn't hide secrets for free. If someone else pays your debt, should it count as income for child support? Let us know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching another wild ride in the courtroom. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more real life legal drama, because these kids aren't raised on air alone.